This is actually my first project that we've done. We've been really learning, I guess, along the way. But yeah, this is the first project that we've taken on. So I've been in business for myself. I've worked for companies and different people, and I looked at property, and everyone has property in their portfolio. And I had a passion for property, and met a partner who had a passion for property as well. And together we, had a synergy and something we enjoyed. But ultimately, I feel like it's a solid investment and a solid process that we can go through to generate some real good residual income in our later years. About 15 months of learning and getting educated. And then really, once I got my mindset right and my passion and said, right, well, we're going to make this happen, it actually only took a week. It was amazing. I mean, it was just something clicked. I mean, we were engaged, disengaged, engaged over that time. But then we actually, a girlfriend called my partner and said, hey, look, we got a deal for you. I think you'd really like this. And we went for it. It was a really cheap deal. It was a great opportunity. And we actually didn't get it. And then I thought, oh my goodness, we finally get something we could afford. And it really clicked and everything. I said, no way, this is not going to happen. I got on and searched again, and literally within the next week, we got a deal and we secured it within that week. Yeah, so firstly, we just actually were sitting down at a table. We thought, how the hell, we've got this deal now, how are we going to finance it? We didn't have any money. Literally, we didn't have enough to even get close to putting a deposit in. And we just randomly asked my partner's brother was here and just randomly said, look, you haven't got 50 grand, have you? He goes, actually, I have. I could help you with that. What do you got? And then it literally happened like that. And he put the deposit down, we secured the deal, and now we're working through private lending. We've had a bit of challenge with regards to the property and how we're going to finance it, but we're at the stage now we're just about to close a private lending. So we'll renovate the property. We purchased it. It's actually in Wagga, so it's about 5 hours from here. So the property is, we bought it off a bank, so it's a foreclosure. We will renovate it. It'll take about 3 months. We'll put a timeline, but personally, everyone's ready. We've lined up everyone through hipages. We've got builders and painters and renovators that will be able to support us there. I think we'll get it done within a month, but we've put 3 months as a timeline for it, and then it'll be ready to rent. Look, we bought this property for 176,000. We'll spend about 70,000 on it to get it up to fully renovated stage, and then it will be worth around the 400,000 mark, and it will rent for 350 to 375. And then there's also an extra opportunity to spend another 50 to 70 grand putting a granny flat on the back and getting another 250 or so for that as well. So we reckon a fully finished project, it'll produce about 600 rent and cost around 225. Look, I think it's just be persistent. You hear all these things on Facebook and all over the internet about things happening and it's possible. And I guess it's being persistent and really locking into someone that you believe in and that has a track record and following them. Learn, and when it gets hard and when it gets tough, really drill down and push in and be honest and ask the questions that you're just not sure. So many times along the way, was embarrassed. I didn't want to ask this, and it just delayed so much. But I think it's just be persistent and push in, and connect and keep connecting with your group and use and support each other through the process.